Okay, you guys, listen. All right, now, 10-2, you don't have to use 10-2. You could say, I usually, instead of 10-2. But 10-2 is good, and it's you listen? 10-2 is I tend to, he tends to, and you just use I tend to, it means I usually sleep in. I usually eat big lunches. You can say he tends to, and you don't have to use tend to, but right now you do. I want you to write down 2 things that you tend to do in life. Like, yeah. I tend to sleep in, that means sleep late on weekends. So you use tend to, and then you use the base verb. I tend to. Or if it's he or she, you say he tends to. So you can say my husband tends to, I tend to, my daughter tends to. Just a habit or a norm. Okay? Just do 2 of them, and I'll come around and check them. Oh, we are running late, but that's okay. That means maybe Lily, where's Lily? Maybe Lily will, because we're so late for everything. Okay. Okay, and I'll come around. You can share with your partner to see if you agree on the grammar and if you are interested in the topic. I tend to get bored in science fiction movies. I tend to pick every day of my family. Okay? If you always do it, it's not tend to, but if you usually do it, it's tend to. I'm usually do it. Yeah. I tend to sleep with my little son, okay? I tend to cook every day, great. I tend to eat healthy. I tend to watch YouTube. Okay, that's good. Yeah. My son tends to go to bed at 8:30. We tend to visit Newport, New York every weekend. Okay, if it's always, you wouldn't say tend to, but we tend to go, but it's not. Using it grammatically correct. Oh, is this, wait, how come you're giving this to us?
I gave all the teachers a bag of apples. I'm a good student.
Wait, can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Oh, don't
You're so nice. Thank you so much. Okay, we got a present. Okay, I tend to watch horror movies with my boyfriend. I tend to cook every day for my family. I tend to sleep with my little son. I do a lot of soda. These are good. I tend to cook Moroccan meals. I tend to sleep in the sofa. My father tends to dinner. My brother tends to eat dinner. I'm not sure.
Yeah, so they have lunch and the rest I try. What they do. It's
Okay.
very hard here.
Okay. Nowadays, people tend, listen to this one. Nowadays in China, people tend to send greetings in red envelopes to family members on cell phone. Like, wait.
Everything, like we see.
I tend to check social media every morning and every after dinner time. I tend to shower before going to bed. I tend to video call my mom once a day. Great. Lucky mom. I tend to take the train to go to Brooklyn. I tend with a D. I tend to eat eggs and bananas in the morning. I tend with a D to go to the movies every weekend. Okay, great. Okay, you guys got it. Now there's another way because if I'm going to teach it to you, I want you to know every angle. Okay, so this is something you usually do, and you can also use it with get. My father tends to get angry when we talk about politics. My child tends to get tired when we go on long trips. Okay, so you're doing fine. There's also he tends to the garden on weekends. That means he takes care of. Okay, he tends to the garden. He tends to the garden. His wife tends to the children. That means to take care of. This is different than usually. Okay? And if you don't want to use tens in this sense, you can just say he takes care of the garden, his wife takes care of the children.
And when you say now something like he doesn't tend to, or
He doesn't, okay? He doesn't. Now this is the third person singular. So this, he doesn't.